Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Unified Wrestling's Monday Night Raw review. I'm your host, the Invincible E. Vincent. Tonight, we were treated to the WWE Slammy Awards. These are the awards that WWE gives out for the biggest moments that took place this year over in WWE Raw and also SmackDown, and also through the pay-per-views. This evening started out with Booker T and Hornswoggle presenting the Tell Me I Did Not Just See That award. This was awarded to Jim Ross for winning the dance contest earlier this year against Michael Cole. It was what it was. This entire segment pretty much spiraled into the ground. There was a rap battle that took place after Michael Cole made some objections. Following that, there was a J.R. Rooney. Things nobody asked for or wanted to see. This delightful piece of television went on way too long and embarrassed everybody involved. Let's move on. Following that, we had Mick Foley and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase Sr., showing up to present the Holy of the Year award. I like the part where the $1 Million Man pointed out that he was now an ordained minister, so he must have represented the holy, and Mick Foley therefore represented the bleep. Very nice. This moment that they received the award for, or they presented the award for rather, went to the Big Show and Mark Henry. This was for the ring implosion that actually occurred just about a month ago when Mark Henry gave a superplex to the Big Show and collapsed the ring. This was a pretty big moment. Big Show accepted the award. He's saying that Mark Henry must have been intimidated that he was in the building and that he was going to accept for both of them. And the show moved on. We'll go ahead and go through the rest of the awards, and then we'll get to the matches that took place tonight. There were only 4 of them. So following that, we had the Divalicious Award, the Divalicious Moment. This was presented by Lita. The crowd was pretty silent when Lita showed up and threw a couple of jokes in there. I don't know if the crowd even remembered who Lita was, which is unfortunate. But the nominees for this award were Kelly Kelly, Natalya, Karma, and Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix notably for the Glam Slam from the top rope. And the award went to Kelly Kelly for the surprise roll-up that won her the Divas Championship. Okay. Not very visually spectacular, not very well executed, but okay. Moving on, Santino, Marella, and the Bella Twins went ahead to introduce the Omga Moment of the Year, as Santino Marella put it. This was awarded to Triple H for the Tombstone Piledriver against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 27, and The Undertaker kicking out. Now, after this, Triple H shows up to accept the award. The crowd goes crazy. Triple H, since he's been out, presumably under for the injury sustained by Triple H against, rather from Kevin Nash, with the sledgehammer earlier this year. Triple H comes out and says that the OMG moment of that match actually took place after the match, when The Undertaker could not leave the ring under his own power, and he said that the streak was broken. Are we changing history here now, Triple H? What's going on here? Please be specific. So that's not what showed on the sign at the end of WrestleMania 27. So I hope this is going to be clarified at some point. If this basically means that The Undertaker who's put in a whole lot of years and may just not feel like coming back. He either can't or won't. You know, I hope it's not, but if it is, I'm not mad at him. But it just seems kind of like a buzzkill way to sort of end something that a whole lot of people were emotionally invested in. Just my opinion. We'll see what happens. Following this, Triple H made it plain that he was going to beat Kevin Nash within the inch of his life with a sledgehammer on Sunday at TLC. So we'll see what happens. Following this, David Otunga and Tony Atlas come out to present the Trending Star of the Year award. David Otunga was giving his presentation, and Tony Atlas would not stop laughing at him and his bow tie and his sweater vest. It was very awesome. David Otunga tried to calm himself by drinking from that gigantic carafe of coffee that he carries around with him, and the show went on. Basically the way this one was set up, there was a match between Cody Rhodes, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, and Zack Ryder, and the winner was going to be the one that trended the most during this match. We'll return to that one in just a few minutes. The next award was the Game Changer of the Year award, which was presented by Christian, who was still wearing a neck brace and still walking around on crutches. The winner of this one was The Rock and John Cena, for Rock accepting the challenge of John Cena for going toe-to-toe at WrestleMania 28. Now, The Rock wasn't there. John Cena came out and yet again ridiculed The Rock for not being there. You know, I don't know how long they can beat that horse, but that's the whole beef between them. That's been going on since a year ago. That The Rock is not at WWE every week doing shows while John Cena is, which The Rock has a movie career and you don't, so. Or rather, you do, but you wouldn't if you didn't work at the WWE. Moving on. It's going to continue till WrestleMania 28. It is what it is. Moving on, the A-Lister of the Year award. This was presented by Vicky Guerrero and Goldust. The winner of this was Snooki, who amazed everybody with some gymnastic skills that nobody knew she had up till this point. In a match at WrestleMania, and following this, we had the Superstar of the Year award, which was presented by Rey Mysterio, which everybody was glad to see him back. Still walking off that knee injury. He was able to walk up to the ring, or rather walk up to the podium under his own power, but accompanied by Alicia Fox and Eve Torres. This award was given to CM Punk. Basically because, come on, CM Punk ripped it down this year. John Laurinaitis came out. He said that CM Punk was in no condition to accept the award due to the fact that earlier in the evening, CM Punk was pretty much brutalized in a match that we're going to talk about in just a moment. And that was basically it for the awards. Now, as far as the matches went, there were only 4. The first one was The Big Show versus Wade Barrett. This was an okay match, but it was basically pretty much everything that happened tonight was set up for TLC. So this one ended with Wade Barrett trying to swing a chair at Big Show, and Big Show pretty much punched it out of his hands. I think Big Show might have actually hurt his hand on that, but we'll see how he does on Sunday at TLC. Actually, we'll probably see some more from Big Show later this week on SmackDown, since that's actually his home brand. Let's see. Following that, match number 2. This was the aforementioned Cody Rhodes versus Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder match. This was to determine who was going to get the award for Trending Star of the Year. Now, the winner of this match turned out to be Dolph Ziggler with a zigzag against. Let's see, who did he get a zigzag against? Yeah, he got a zigzag against Daniel Bryan. Now, The actual winner of the award, however, was Zack Ryder. Dolph Ziggler didn't like that, so Dolph Ziggler threw Zack Ryder a nice zigzag and stole the award. Hey, last man standing, it is what it is. Zack Ryder's going to have to deal with that if he's going to, play in the WWE, especially alongside Dolph Ziggler. The third match that we had this evening was Alberto Del Rio and The Miz versus Randy Orton and CM Punk in a tag team match. This match went back and forth. Ended up with the Miz and Alberto Del Rio winning after Wade Barrett comes in and drags Randy Orton off the apron. He was waiting for the tag from CM Punk, and he ended up on the floor. The CM Punk wound up catching a skull-crushing finale from The Miz, and after the match was over, Alberto Del Rio and The Miz beat on him some more with a ladder. Basically, again, letting everybody know that more is going to occur at TLC this Sunday. Following that, there was supposed to be a match between Jinder Mahal and Sheamus, but it was sort of called off early. Sheamus was in the ring. Jinder Mahal was talking. Sheamus kicked him in the head and left. I mean, that's pretty much what happened. So there actually wasn't a match there. After that, we had a match between Mark Henry versus John Cena. This was dynamite. This was a pretty much regular match going back and forth. John Cena, big strong dude, but he tried to get the double A on Mark Henry a couple of times. Each time Mark Henry wound up actually falling and crushing him. Now, this match was called off short because at the very end, the lights went off. When the lights came back on, Kane was standing up at the top of the ramp. Now, Kane had been previously put out of commission earlier this year by Mark Henry. And he made his way up to the ring looking for Mark Henry. Mark Henry made good his escape very quickly. And the only one left to be dealt with was John Cena in the ring. So John Cena was the one who basically ate the choke slam. And that was pretty much how the show ended. He raised his hands, put them back down, and the fires came up. And that was the end of the show. So, glad to see Kane back. His hair's grown out. He had what looked like a welder's mask on. He took it off, and he had the old red mask back on. So, glad to see Kane back. Should be interesting. We were hoping that he was going to be back sometime soon, and looks like he came back sooner than later. So, we'll see what happens with that. That's all we have tonight for Monday Night Raw in review. Be sure to check out the show on Thursday, the Weekend Review, and for myself, the Invincible, E. Vincent. Take care and enjoy the rest of your week.